Raspberry tart, Mark?
Oh, no thank you. I really could need another bite. All my life, I've only been able to think about one thing. White women. And now, at last, I'm going to have one.
Bundy Dunbar, how many times have I asked you not to watch that thing at the dinner table?
Daddy, did I tell you Mark's going to Harvard Law School on scholarship?
Yes, you did.
Go get my heroin and my hypodermic needle, bitch. Here's some more watermelon while you're at it.
Yes, dear.
White fat ass slut. What you looking at?
Apologies for the shaky video there. It was extremely difficult not laughing while that played. Extremely difficult. What up, guys? Total Control 871, and today we're talking about the many different faces of discrimination. Let's see if we can get into it. Now, every now and then, when the whole blackface thing emerges, the Jim Carrey Soul Man movie, sometimes it's brought up, sometimes not. You know, I can't help but wonder, is that movie kind of on par with Disney's Song of the South? Is it a movie that Hollywood would kind of like to forget that it ever made? But if so, just how many of these racial and culturally insensitive movies have been made? Before we continue talking about the whole blackface controversy with Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, hope I'm saying that right, let's take a little bit of a look down some other avenues of discrimination and the faces that it will take on.
Huh? Look, Fuckstick, I'm incredibly busy, so why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass? No, not you. But I will rip your tits off if you don't give me those theaters.
Hey, Tuggernuts, I've got you on speakerphone. I'm standing here with Les Grossman, and he's dying to tell you why he's apparently wiped his ass with the TiVo clause from your contract.
We are flaming blackler. Speedman is with us now. For 50 million, you will get him back.
Did you find out who that was?
We are flaming blackler. Without giving the right to
Flaming Dragons, heroin manufacturers responsible for an eighth of the drug trade in Asia. Huge profit margin.
Guys! Would somebody please let me know what the game plan is?
We have it handled. Please don't interrupt. Everything's under control.
I got it.
Les Grossman, we not get money yet. Price now 100 million. You pay now, or tomorrow Simple Jack die.
Great. Let me get this down. 100 million. Oh, wait. I got a better idea. Instead of 100 million, how about I send you a hobo's dick cheese? Then you kill him, do your thing, skin the fucking bastard. Go to town, man. Go to town. Oh, in the meantime, and as usual, go fuck yourself.
Sane?
They're gonna kill him. And for him in the press. Set up a scholarship in his name. Eventually, and I'm talking way, way down the road, we file an insurance claim, preferably before the end of the fiscal year. Actually, the claim alone would net us more than we would lose.
You can't be serious.
Let's face it, the kids aren't dressing up as scorcher for Purim anymore. Speedman is a dying star, a white dwarf heading for a black hole. That's...
We're short on time, or I would show you Robert Downey Jr.'s character in blackface. But the point, well, we've already covered Jim Carrey in blackface. The point that I want to bring up here is Jew face. How about that? Me, of all people, defending the Jewish culture? Well, I'm not defending the Jewish culture. I'm just simply defending truth. It's what I do, to the best of my ability anyway. What we see here is a very, very cliche, stereotypical Jewish Hollywood agent type character. Prosthetic hands, hairy, big meaty man hooks, a lot of overt sexual gesturing, Harvey Weinstein. So we see Hollywood, Jewlywood, as I like to say, Jewish controlled Hollywood. If it means making money for themselves, they'll even put on their own version of blackface, Jew face. Let's take a look at one more though.
In Lethal Weapon 2, he was a slimy embezzler. That was just a warm-up.
See, that's how the door broke. You're supposed to go in and stay in. You want your electricity fixed? Move.
He provides affordable housing for the underprivileged.
Joe Pesci, he doesn't want your love.
Get out of my way.
Just the rent.
Give me the rent. Give me the rent. Just give me the rent. In my hand, Friday cash.
I'm Naomi Vensiger.
You like this car, Naomi? This is my car.
I'm counsel for the Housing Authority.
Get off the car. Off the car. You know how many convictions they get? Nada. Zero.
Order! I find Louis Kripsky, Jr. guilty of the charge brought before this case. I'm sentencing you to house arrest in one of the apartments of your own building, serving as the building superintendent.
The Super.
Looks like your automobile lost a little weight.
Now he's getting a taste of his own tenement.
I want to see something more than the band-aids you are currently applying to this open sore.
I know how to play basketball, okay? How come they call you Milkman?
Because I killed the milkman.
I ain't scared in this neighborhood, because I walk it like I talk it, kid.
Academy.
Now, unlike Tropic Thunder, the Super and Soul Man were made late 80s. Things weren't so sensitive back then, but never the case. It's still a clear-cut example of Jew face. Louis Krinsky Jews, especially the parents that played his parents, they were very Jewy. That's what Jews, that's their word, Jewy. Very, very wealthy Jewish slumlords. So we see that going on. We see blackface, we see Jew face. Time is getting short. What other kind of faces are there out there?
All you gotta do is pick them up and drop them off.
You don't actually think we're gonna go to the Hamptons looking like that?
To catch their kidnappers.
One more screw up and me and you are through. You know them girls ain't gonna be there.
Oh, they'll be there. They'll have to do the unthinkable.
Yo, what's up, money? You got a problem? Nah, yo, hold my poodle. Huh? Hold my poodle, dog. What, you want some of this? You want some of this? Look, you don't want none of this, son. I'll take the both of you.
From Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Brittany and Tiffany Wilson checking in. Sorry.
They're new.
The director of Scary Movie.
There is something different about the two of you. Do you need help? This is never gonna work. First time, you're wearing the wrong underwear.
How long we gotta do this? I'm telling you, by the end of the weekend, we're gonna be heroes. He's got my gun and badge. Go. They're boldly going where no black man has gone before.
I don't see why I gotta go out with Mandingo, because if you don't, you're gonna blow off cover. But that don't mean I gotta go out with Buffy the White Girl Slayer.
I totally am captivated by your beauty.
Oh my God, is that a hanger? Wait, gotta get in there and just suck that right out.
Another twofer, short on time. What we see is whiteface, and we also see drag face. My own terminology that I'm coming up with. Now, that's not to be confused with a drag queen. Drag queens, if anything, they personify women empowerment. Drag queens, they're all about being powerful, being larger than life, and stuff like that. This is drag face throughout history. I wish if I had more time, I'd show you more, but all throughout history, John Ritter did wacky drag in Three's Company. Some Like It Hot, Milton Berle. He always got laughs for dressing up in drag. The point is that that's what it's done for laughs. Women are being made, the female sex is being made a joke. That's why it's so funny when men put on a dress for laughs and kicks. See, that's why it's so very different than a transgender woman. Although I would say that a transgender woman probably catch some of the fallout of the comical, because that's what's happening. Women are being made fun of. That's why women have such difficulty being taken seriously on the job. When men put on these dresses and mock them, that's what's happening. They are saying, this is how I see you. I see you as somebody that is ridiculous. I see you as a caricature. Men will quite often see women as a caricature. So that's what I call drag face. When they put on the dress for laughs and kicks, you're mocking women. Now let's take a look at our next face of discrimination.
Cable Access, Channel 62 presents Men on Film.
Hello, I'm Blaine Edwards. And I'm Antoine Mayweather. And welcome to Men on Films, the show that looks at movies from a male point of view. Tonight's show is sponsored by Nuts and Honey. What'd you say? Nut and honey. I bet you can't eat just one. I bet I could. Then we come to Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues. I'm sorry I didn't care for it. It just didn't put no toot in my horn. I'm sorry, but I like this one. I mean, little Spike Lee outdone himself this time. He really stretched out in a dual role as both the lead character's manager and love interest. Oh, he was okay as the manager, but ooh, he just thrilled me to death in those gripping love scenes with big old handsome Denzel Washington. What courage it must have taken for little Spike Lee to take off them glasses and let that little hair get knotty and say, hey, this is me. Here I am. See me, love me.
starring part. The love interest was played by Spike Lee's little sister. Well, touch me in the morning and then just walk away.
Question: how would Channel 6's Adam Joseph feel about being portrayed as a limp-wristed, faggoty gay? Would he like that? I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe Adam Joseph is a limp-wristed faggot. I don't know. What's that? You think that I'm being harsh by saying that? Well, I'm not really calling Adam Joseph a limp-wristed faggot. I'm just simply pointing out how Gay Face could indeed portray him as such. And I'll also point out one more thing. Adam Joseph, well, he likes to put on faces himself, but I'll talk more about that in just a moment as my closing topic. I want to talk about another type of discriminatory face right now. What you're looking at are hobo clowns. That's what's in our search bar. Hobo clowns. You're making fun of a different class, are you not? This type of clown was born in the Great Depression. We can see him in their typical two-piece suit or tattered two-piece suit. What it is it's a type of clown where once upon a time they were middle class, became destitute, and now here they are as the butt of the joke. Believe me, I know how this feels. Is it funny? Is it sad? Is this how the world sees me? As a fucking joke? Another face of discrimination. I suppose if I dug for it hard enough, I could probably find it. After all, Adam Joseph, he featured insane asylums for 6ABC and his own bemusement for quite a few years. If I'm not mistaken, there was a protest. This is how mental illness is treated. This is what I call crazy face. Black face, Jew face, homeless face, drag face, gay face, crazy face. You know, as I sit here saying this out loud like this, it's really dawning on me. Seriously. Seems to me like there's a lot of entertainment in putting on all these faces. Why is everybody so obsessed with pretending to be something that you're not? Now, I'm not going to drag Adam Joseph over the coals too hard. Like I said, I found the Jim Carrey thing pretty damn funny myself. So I suppose, at the end of the day, I'm also throwing myself on the pyre. Maybe that's the ultimate point that I'm making in tonight's video. Before everybody starts hefting their stones at Ralph Northam, maybe you should start thinking about yourself. Of all these different faces that I've mentioned tonight, how many have you belly laughed at, thrown your head back, laughing out loud, absolute hysterics, can barely catch your breath? My sister, the absolute apple of my eye, is not the butt of a joke. She has seen dark times, and she has definitely indeed acted out of character. She has behaved in ways that Adam Joseph and his ghouls done up in makeup would use as a thrill. Mental illness is not a thrill. Do Jews enjoy being portrayed as greedy, ravenous rats? Oh, I've seen the propaganda art. Jew face. I don't know, there's not really too much more to say. Thought tonight's episode might end up being longer. It's chock nut full of trailers and video. From what I understand, the Starship Trooper thing got some sort of a, I don't know. They said it wasn't a copyright strike, but they said that the owners didn't protest it being there. Whatever that means. I have no idea what will become of this particular video. Take it, learn from it as you will. Accept it or reject it. But whatever you do, just think long and hard before you start casting judgment. I'll say one last thing. This video isn't necessarily in defense of Ralph Northam. Am I saying his last name right? Northam? Northam? I'm just a person that does believe in redemption. Mel Gibson, woo, he's a good friend of the Jews. His movie Passion of the Christ, my absolute favorite scene is when Mary Magdalene's hand slowly stretches across the ground just to touch the hem of his garment. I don't put a whole lot of stock in the Bible. It would take volumes to explain. But I will say this, Mary Magdalene wanting to touch the hem of Jesus Christ's garment that she may have but a portion of redemption. Because remember now, Mary Magdalene was a self-admitted whore, and by the law of the land, whores were condemned to death. Don't ask me why the men who slept with them were not, but hey, drag face, right? Women are jokes. They can be made fun of. But what I want to leave you with is that there was a story. Bernice King, Martin Luther King's daughter, this year on her father's holiday, she met with an ex-neo-Nazi member. This white man's body was absolutely covered in swastikas and Nazi propaganda, tattoos. This man turned over his life. This man finally got tired of hating people who were different. This man embraced Bernice King. And Bernice King also spoke of her hatred for white men. Is Bernice King going to get the same treatment as Governor Northam? True, she didn't get done up in any face that we're aware of, because remember, there are many different faces of discrimination. Is one worse than the other? I don't know. You tell me. The point is, though, is that this Nazi was not so castigated out of society that he could not be embraced and brought back in. This governor, and I'm pretty sure he's the one in blackface. I don't think he's the one in the hood. Right now, he's desperate because he doesn't want to be remembered as a racist. I don't know what's in his heart. Maybe he is. Maybe he is just simply a desperate scoundrel. It is a possibility. But I do know this. It seems like the pitchforks and torches are lit and ready to drum one of their own out of the congregation. Excommunicated. I understand that they want to do this because they also want to retain the power of excommunication for when it is a Republican. And let's face it, there are Republicans who are every bit as fucked up. I don't know. Start thinking before you start hefting those stones and throwing them. I believe Christ said something about glass houses. Okay, that's it. Total Control 871.